being African American and identifying as gay in America. Well, that's a lot to unpack there. My name is Quintin Lamarr, and my pronouns are he, him, his, and I am a trauma survivor, an ally, and an advocate for mental health. There's so much that comes with just being Black in America, hands down. There's so much with racial injustice and racial profiling, discriminatory acts of violence against people that are my complexion, people that look like me every day. I've had quite a few traumatic experiences through my life, from childhood even well into adulthood. I lost my dad to gun violence at 8 years old, and just that experience of having to bury a parent so young and unexpectedly, it caused a lot of confusion, a lot of uncertainty. I always felt like after that, anything can happen, and I never was, I guess I felt like nothing was ever mine after that, like it was just a lot of loss growing up. That was just one major one, but I've had several significant losses similar to that in my life. And so that itself breeds a lot of trauma, a lot of scaredness, a lot of sadness. And then at the same time I was going through that, I experienced a lot of bullying in school. Bullying because my complexion was too dark. Bullying because my eyes were too big. Bullying because my lips are too full. Like any little thing that seemed abnormal to other students, my voice being too high, my walk being this way, anything, I would kind of get attacked for it. I remember having people throw rocks, shoot at me while I was standing on the bus stop waiting for the school bus. People yelling homophobic slurs at me, every name that you can imagine. And what that does to you mentally, being degraded in such a way for something that you can't even control, something that you were ultimately born with, and being made to feel less than because of that. It really just tears at you. And it could really, really make people feel worthless to the point where they do want to take their lives. And then you add being Black on top of that, and you see people hate you because of that. And it's like, why am I here? So I always felt very much alone, never feeling like I had a safe space. So, in your mind, you just kind of want to get rid of all the outside noise. You just want to shut everything and everybody out, because you just feel like sometimes nobody really gets you. You feel like you're not worthy. Like, everything about you is wrong. Is it my fault? You blame yourself. So it's like, I went through a lot of those feelings, and I never really felt like I had anybody to talk to. So as a teenager, I started to feel very suicidal, and then that began the journey of trying to heal. My mom put me in different treatment programs. It really kind of changed my perspective on life, because I really just felt like I was cornered and life was over for me. But once I started to go to these programs, it just opened up a new world for me. And it showed me like, okay, this doesn't have to be the end. Like, you don't have to play into what people project onto you. You can overcome. You can get through it. And then eventually, when I got to my senior year, I got to a space where I felt comfortable to just be who I am. and not worry about what everybody else was saying to me, what everybody felt about me. It didn't matter to me anymore. And even though I still had struggles, and I still have struggles as a adult today, I'm not where I used to be. And that's the greatest blessing in it all, is because I've learned how to manage. I've learned how to cope, and how to cope in healthy ways. And I've learned how to keep pushing and just stay strong within it all. What's so great about NAMI and having a community of people that are supportive and are willing to welcome you in with open arms and talk to you and, hear you out. It's important to have a space where I can be heard. I can share my story, because it helps keep me grounded. It helps remind me that I'm a survivor. We all know that times can get really challenging, and it is some really dark things out there in the world. And to have a safe space to go to that was created specifically for people like me, people like us who may need that to just make it through, it's wonderful, because sometimes we all just want someone to listen, want someone to acknowledge us and recognize that I'm here.